Hello, dear students. I hope you have revised the all the colligative properties, and now we are going to understand some of the problems or how to solve the problems. So here I have written the various steps to solve the problem. First, you need to do one very important thing, that is what it is known as the read the problem well, and then you understand the problem. This is what it is very important. So when you read the problem, you need to find out what data or what information is provided into the each problem. So you find out as a point, or you can say it is as a determine to like given data or given information, whatever you write. Then you need to find out what to calculate, what do we want to calculate, or what to find from this problem, what should be your answer. From this second point, like from the given data and from to calculate, we should use or we should determine what formula are we going to use from the theory point of view. And then in the fifth step, we put the various terms and their values into the formula, and by putting these values we can find out the final answer. So my dear students, for each of the colligative property we are going to study one problem. Let us understand the in-text question number 2.9. Vapor pressure of pure water at 298 Kelvin is 23.8 millimeter height of mercury. 50 gram of urea. The formula of urea is NH2CONH2 is dissolved in 850 gram of water. Calculate the vapor pressure of water for this solution and its relative lowering of vapor pressure. Now, my dear student, we will understand what data or what information is given in this problem. We are given the vapor pressure of pure water. Here water behaves as a solvent, so we will write the term P0, and that is what it is, 23.8 millimeter of mercury. Then we have the molar mass of water. My dear students, we are well aware that the molar mass of water is 18 gram per mole. That is 2 gram for 2 hydrogen and 16 gram for 1 oxygen, and that is how we can understand. Then we have the urea, which is as a solute. The mass of the solute, that is W2, is given as 50 gram. This 18 gram per mole is nothing but your MWT1, that is the molecular weight of one or molecular weight of solvent. Now here we are given urea. The formula of urea is NH2CONH2. So from this we can easily find out nitrogen. So nitrogen 2, hydrogen 2 plus 2, that is for 1 carbon and 1 oxygen. Now we can find out the molar mass of urea. This molar mass of urea is nothing but your W2, or you can, sorry, MWT2, MWT2, molecular weight of the solute. So here you can find out the urea, that is N2H4CO. So you write 2N, 4 hydrogen, 1 carbon and 1 oxygen. For nitrogen you put 14, for hydrogen you put 1, for carbon you put 12, and for oxygen you put 16. So ultimately you get 2 into 14, that is 28, 4 into 1, that is 4, 12 into 1, that is 12, and 16 into 1, that is 16, and ultimately you get the molecular mass of urea, that is 60 gram per mole. Now we look at the mass of water. Mass of water is given here, that is 850 gram. That also represents your W1. What do we need to find? We need to find out the pressure of vapor pressure of water into the solution, so that we represent as P, and we want to understand the relative lowering of vapor pressure. For that we have the formula P0 minus P upon P. That is what we can easily understand from the theory. Now from the above data and to find, we come to a conclusion that we should use the formula P0 minus P upon P0 is equal to X2 is equal to N2 by N1 plus N2, or in other words we can write W2 by MWT2 divided by W1 divided by MWT1 plus W2 divided by MWT2. Using this formula, my dear student, we just need to place the various values. So for W2 we write 50, for MWT2 we write MWT1 W1 we write 50, for MWT1 we write 60, for W2 we write, sorry, W2 we write 50, MWT2 we write 60, W1 we write 850, MWT1 we write 18, again W2 we write 50, and MWT2 we write 60. By dividing this, we get 0.83. From this division, we get 47.22. From this division, we get 0.83. And ultimately, by solving this, we finally get P0 minus P upon P0 is equal to 0.0173. My dear students, as this is a ratio, it does not have any unit, and this is what it is known as the relative lowering. Now we want to find out the vapor pressure of water in the solution, that is your P. Value of P0 is given. The value of P0 is nothing but your 23.8. So we will put the value of P0. Now you can see that this is P0 minus P divided by P0. So we can easily write P0 divided by P minus P upon P0 is equal to 0.0173. P0 and P0 turns into 1, so it is 1 minus P divided by P0. Now what do? We take this value to go into the left side, and this turns positive when it goes to the right side. Here we will do the minus 1.0.0173. You can see here from like side by side I have given you the calculation, and this is how you subtract it. When you subtract it, you find the value 0.9827. When you subtract 0.0173 from 1, you get this value. You put the value of P0 as 23.8 here, and then you have P divided by P0. So your P is equal to this value multiplied by this value, and finally you get P is equal to 23.38. But we cannot leave it as without the unit, so finally we write P is equal to 23.4 millimeter of mercury. That is your vapor pressure of water for this particular solution. So my dear students, this is how we really understand the first problem. I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you.